curious if you could talk to us about just what the last, 36 hours have been like, and just sort of processing a difficult end to a great season.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a struggle. Definitely not the ending that we wanted. So yeah, it's kind of been down in the dumps, I'm not gonna lie, but I think our group and my family just been uplifting, kind of just pouring into me, so I'm bouncing back.
In the new format that will be taking place next year, we'd be talking to you ahead of a Game 6 tonight or tomorrow night.
Right.
Having just gone through what will be the last Game 5 5-game finals that the WNBA has, like, is that something, do you think like that's the right setting for the league to have for this? And then just with the expanded schedule of 44 regular season games into best of 3, best of 5, best of 7, does that kind of feel like the best possible schedule that the league could have?
I mean, it ain't really my job to to worry about the things like that on the back end. I mean, obviously we're gonna be tired. I would hope that we get more of a break in between, not like just one day and then gotta play a 7-game series. That's gonna be crazy. But yeah, I mean, I control what I can control, and if that's kind of what they feel like is the best move to make, then I still got a job to do, so I gotta do it.
Last one for me, we know you're playing in Unrivaled with Fee and K-Mac. What is, how excited are you to be able to participate in that league? And just before that starts, what's next for you over the next couple months or so?
Yeah, no, I'm super excited. I mean, I think what Fee and Stu is doing is great for the game. So I'm definitely excited I can be a part of it. And it's in Miami, so that should be pretty lit. But other than that, honestly, what I'm doing during my off season, I got a bike, so I'll be riding my bike. I got a house, so I finally get to decorate it. It's just empty rooms right now. And hanging out with my dog, so this is gonna be like my first off season that I could really just sit down and kind of do what I want and not have to go overseas. So shout out to Fee and Stu, man.
You've talked so many times this year about how glad you were that you came here.
Yep.
And about the chemistry this team developed. The good news is that all 5 of you guys are under contract for next year, so but there will be some changes, obviously.
Right.
Do you think that what was special this year, in terms of that chemistry, can be carried over to a second year?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously, but it took all of us though. Like, this group was special because it took literally every last one of us. So, I mean, yeah, you can hope for that same chemistry, but you just never know, man, because everybody brought something different that we needed to make it to where we made it to. So, I mean, you hope for the best, and you hope that, you bring in those same great people. But again, you got to control what you can control, and I leave that to Cheryl and the GM to bring the personalities and the chemistry together. But yeah, you hope for the best, and they do a great job of bringing in great people, so I assume that's what they're going to do again.
Courtney, your dad became a bit of a celebrity in these finals, and he's such a low-key guy. How is he handling his newfound notoriety?
Oh man, he's loving it. Oh my gosh, and I love that for him. He calls himself Playoff Don. So he told me he showed up the first playoff game, and he literally was like, "Court, I want to be at every game," and he literally was at every single game. So shout out to Pops, man. I love that people was able to kind of see his personality, see where I get my personality from, and show him so much love. So I love that for him.
Courtney had a lot of great moments this year. From the time you first came here until now, what has been your favorite moment about being here?
The people, man. I think when you're around great people, it just makes every moment worth it. Cause this is hard. Like, playing these games and staying mentally strong, like, it's hard to do. But when you're doing it with such a great group of people, it make it easy. It's crazy because I was just talking to T about this last night actually, and we was just saying, like, this time last year, I was like, man, I'm about to retire soon. Like, I'm getting up there. And now, this time now, I'm like, all right, I got a couple more years left in me. So, and again, that's just a testament to, this organization, the people that I'm around, just how it just changed my mindset. So now I'm so grateful that I was able to come here.
Courtney, you talked pretty openly about how frustrated you were after that Game 5, but how you were kind of able to find your rhythm. As you go into the off season, that's a tough game to go into the off season on. How will that motivate you maybe to to do what you need to do in the next year?
Yeah, I mean, I'm motivated in general. Obviously, that ain't the way I wanted to go out because I felt like, I was just popping it the whole time. So to end in that fashion wasn't ideal. But at the end of the day, man, it's basketball. Like, you gotta not get too high, not get too low, stay steady, and keep working on your game. I mean, it's my second year being a point guard, so I definitely think there's so many areas where I can grow and just get better. And I'm excited to be able to do it with, again, this organization.
Courtney, again, you've had a lot of good moments this season. I just wonder if you could speak on the fans. I mean, 2 sellout playoff games, Mike Conley's dancing with your dad, with you guys. Justin Jefferson's at the game. I did go to Wolves practice. Mike Conley even lost his voice at that game. Just what is it like kind of inspiring this city and getting all these fans out there?
Nah, man, it's lit. I love it. I loved how everybody showed up and showed out. Just the support was insane. It was crazy. And to be a part of it, like, I think they had like the most fans we ever had here. Like, that's insane that I'm a part of that. I'm telling y'all, like, it's crazy. Like, for me to even be sitting there watching Mike Moore be retired, I'm like, wow, why am I here? Like, how did I even fall into a situation like this? And like you said, to be able to play in front of so many fans that just show up consistently, it was amazing, man. I love it. For sure.
Kind of on that same note, just years from now, when people ask you about the 2024 season and this 2024 Lynx team, what do you think will be the thing that stands out, and how you think you'll answer that question?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know how I would answer that question. I think it's just a great season, man. It was a great season. I think it was a season that nobody expected except the ones that really believed in us. So I think for us, we look back on it like we knew what we could do. I think for everybody else, they gonna look back on it and be like, damn, that was a good team.
We'll take our final question from the Zoom. Jordan?
Nah, man, Fee is great. I say this all the time. Fee's such a humble superstar. Being able to play with somebody like her who just shows up and is so coachable. She receives criticism from whoever. She just want to be great. So being able to play with somebody like that, I think it just elevated my game. Just helped me be a better version of myself. To be able to see how she lead in the way that she leads, it was amazing. So love playing with Fee.